I think every day is an audition. You auditioning to play for this week every day in practice, and I tell kids that all the time.
Right.
I don't give a damn how long you've been
there.
It puts a fire under their ass,
right.
But you know, I guess they scared of that transfer portal. I remember back in the day when the bitch transfer, they had to sit a year out. I can't sit a year out. I'm finna stick this one in. Now it's the transfer portal. Now you kind of like gingerly on that shit, and it's starting from Little League. Nigga done play for every park in Dade County. Now I can't play. I'm in Pompano now. Like, come on, man. Teach them kids accountability, stick into it, be ready to compete. And that's that. You raising a man. You're not raising nobody that run from pressure.
I think they've been a little lenient with him down there.
It's too much.
Yeah, I think they have.
If you scared of a kid going into a portal, he's not gonna be loyal on that field any damn way.
Right.
Come on, man. The hell with all that. That's just real. Yo, what up? This your girl, KK Bronson, a.k.a. Bernice from Southeast Toe, Lacatriana Bronson, all that good stuff. We right here on Crib Talk, keeping it 100 for the crib.
Crib Talk.
The Crib Talk.
Crib Talk.
Welcome to South Florida. Yeah. Welcome to South Florida.
Alright, man, I'm D here. Crib Talk, Caneville. Make sure y'all like, share. Help us out, man. Y'all part of the community. Y'all part of the team, the family. Like, share. And if you want to become a member, the link is in the description. And AAD squad, man. If you want to get down with investing, that link is also down there, man. Stop spending your money on 6-packs and $40 rooms or something. Yeah. Listen, I'm sitting here with a legend, actually. You know what I'm saying? First high school female football coach ever in Florida. But she's accomplished a lot. KK Bronson, look. How you pronounce your name? I want to know.
Lacatriana Bronson.
Lacatriana Bronson. KK Bronson was known Bernice. From Southeast Toe. How long ago was that?
Probably 6 or 7 years. My last time doing it.
6 or 7 years ago?
Yeah.
I don't feel like it was that long ago.
Nothing feels like it was that long. I was just 20.
People still come up to you and call you?
Yeah.
How did that whole role come about?
Stingy school board. Yeah. I had to get a summer job. They ain't let the PE teachers work in the summer, man. So I knew how to drive. I had one of my friends told me, she said, hey, they doing something on South Beach. Just go. Be yourself. Go for the job. I said, okay. Before I left out the room, they was like, hey, would you like to film? Yeah. They was just getting the show. I was like, how much y'all paying me? I ain't care nothing about
what it was.
No famous, no nothing. How much y'all paying me? Yeah.
So you went to get a job to drive or to act?
I didn't know. She say, my friend, I'm literally. She was like, do you want to work this? Yeah. Just go. They looking for people like you. I was like, well, what do I need? She say, just go.
Right.
I went down there. They had me in the room. Said it's a tow truck company. This, that, and the third. And can you drive this? Can you do this? If somebody talk to you this kind of way, right, what you gonna say? And then they got in a little huddle and they was like, hey, would you like to work here? Would you like to? Yeah, that was it.
That was it?
15 minutes maybe.
How was the experience?
At first, it was fast. You know, do a little part here. It may take 30 minutes to an hour. You get your little money cash. You walk out the door.
Good money?
Yeah, it was pretty decent. Shit, for an hour.
Yeah.
If you clocking $500 an hour, I'm like, okay, let me get this little hourly thing here and go back to work. I used to leave work, do it, and go right back. So,
was it real?
At the beginning, for me, it was, because all they did was put. How can I speak on here?
You talking?
I can talk normal.
Yeah, we own this.
All they do is put you in a nigga situation and let you be.
There it is.
Yeah. So for me, it was kind of like once they saw the real part of me or me in a stressful situation, they sat me down again. It was like, hey, because I got fired after like the first or second episode.
Why?
Being a nigga.
But I thought they wanted you to be a nigga.
They did, but they didn't know how the ratings was going to go. It ain't about nothing but ratings and, personality and everything like that. So after I slapped the shit out that white boy though.
Oh, you slapped somebody?
Yeah, because I didn't know how not to slap him. So I slapped him and they was talking to him.
Yeah. So give us a scenario. So they actually would send you on a tow job.
Yeah, they sent me.
And there's cameras there.
It's cameras.
Oh man, that's
Definitely.
pressure.
So he told me he's sitting there, and you know me, we's looking at him. He called me all type of bitches and everything, and I'm looking at him, and my reaction was. Slap the shit out this white boy for disrespecting me. So I slapped him.
Okay.
And when I slapped him, they was like, "Did y'all get that?" And after they said, "Did y'all get that?" they ran over there and they kind of like consoled him and everything like that. And they was like, "All right, you can leave." Like that. Like, okay, I was done for the day.
And then did they air that?
They aired it. That was the first episode I was on.
And that's the one that blew
Yeah.
kind of
And then
blew
the
up.
next one episode was I went back to the place and they fired me for slapping the shit out of them, and I threw
On
a garbage
camera?
can. Yeah.
Did you think they was gonna fire you?
No.
Man, what is going on?
I'm
This is how
like-
reality TV works?
No, it doesn't. It's kind of like they set that shit up so you can react. It's certain people that, tell whatever and give a situation, and then that's how it is. They don't know me from Adam. They just let me be me. Like, no papers, no nothing for me. They'll sit there and they'll just be like, okay, I know, let me listen to what the fuck she finna say.
So, did dude sue the company? You don't know?
That ain't got nothing to do with me. I'm like, long as they got me straight, I'm out of here. But like back then, I was just young and ready to go. Where the money at?
So they fired you for that,
Yeah.
and then brought you back.
Yeah, I was done.
Because people wanted to see you.
Yeah,
Probably.
when they got the ratings, they was already airing. But once they got the ratings after I was on there, they literally called me back. But like I said, I didn't know anything about TV, nothing about nothing. I was still getting pennies and nickels. I sat there and I was quiet and I learned the industry. Then after that, baby, you had to give me more than a nickel. I sat back like everybody do these old ugly contracts. Oh,
Yeah.
no, I signed something. But back then, I ain't know my worth. I'm going to let this play on out. I ain't renegotiate nothing right now. Go ahead. Let these numbers go up.
So when they brought you back, it went on for 7 years.
Yeah.
6 years, 7 years.
It went on for, we did 6 seasons, 5 or 6 seasons.
And,
Yep.
and I'm still a little confused. It was you actually working at the tow company. Cameras was just there.
They brought me in for that purpose only. I wasn't working nowhere. After that, it was the fact that I was who I was. You couldn't, on TV, you don't get you need Obamacare because they ain't giving you shit. They ain't giving you no health insurance.
Just get money.
If something happened to you, I broke fingers. I done noticed my goals was out. They had done snagged all that stuff out just on camera. They don't pay for that stuff.
Nah.
I kept staying at the school. I was literally working 23 to 23 hours a day sometimes.
What?
Yeah, because I get off from work and they be like, okay, you can sleep in the trailer. Or you can sleep here. If you catch pictures of me, it'll be me and the cameraman in the truck head to head sleep.
What school you was teaching at then?
North. Parkway.
Parkway?
That's right before they closed Parkway down.
I was just about to say Parkway.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not who
During
that
that year, we only had like 8th graders, so it was easy. We had a small class. They were phasing the school out.
This was a long time ago.
Yeah,
Huh?
yeah. They were phasing the school out. Then after that, I went to North Dade.
No, yeah, I went to North Dade.
Yeah, so I was at North Dade.
How the kids looked at it? The kids, did they know what was going on? Did they?
I think the kids more love me now because back then, the parents weren't really letting them stay up 10, 11 o'clock. And right now, we got these millennial babies. They watch everything on YouTube, internet.
Right.
They pretty much burnt their mom and put their mom and daddy to sleep. So
Right.
now, the kids now know more about it. Back then, it was more of my friends and, Facebook and a little bit of kids. But now it's just like, when I see people, I always, take their pictures, talk to them.
Right.
Because I'm the type of person, without them, it wouldn't be no me. So it was kind of like, it's still surreal. But, hey, y'all can book me for anything. I'm still trying to make money now.
That's why we here. That's why we here. That's why we here. Does it ever get aggravating? Because, I started this show and I left my job and we started shooting more and more. And now people recognizing me more and more. And I realized, like, holy crap, I think YouTube lying. Because too many people recognize me and I don't the views ain't there. You know what I'm saying? But does it ever get... does it ever get aggravating?
When I'm eating or when I'm in the bathroom?
Because they don't care.
Yeah.
It's almost like your time and their time.
Eating or in the bathroom. That is the most. Listen, I don't want no bathroom pictures. I ain't even washed my fucking hands yet. You come out the stall and they be talking and they be we nasty right now.
Right.
But when I'm eating, I just like and just talking to people and then being out with my family. I take the time out, but let me get that time right there. And I understand how. If anybody else like I couldn't be no LeBron or nobody, baby. Everybody come to the crib, we chilling.
No, yeah, it's remember, they used to say a lot of people say Alonzo Mourning was mean. They used to be like, man, he was mean, but I realized what it is. It's the fact that everybody wants to meet you and you never have no time to.
There's a time and a place for everything.
Right.
And I don't think, most famous people are really being mean. They human. They have their days.
Right.
And that's what I say about everybody. Some days you might be nice, some days you might, but we don't know what you done been through.
Yeah.
So at the end of the day, you just got to take people as human. They might have more money than you, but they human. And that's what I pride myself on. I'm still in the hood. I still work. I've been working from day one. I done been places. I done made money. I done did this. I done gave all my money away to family. One thing I do know is that God ain't never left me short. So I keep doing whatever, and I stay here in my community because it's something that I'm supposed to do, and I haven't really figured it out yet, and I'm still doing it.
I think you're doing it, though.
I know.
I think you're
doing it.
doing it.
You just got a finger on it, but you can't get all the way
No,
there.
I think you're doing it. I think you're doing it. But how do you? It's kind of sometimes it can be rough trying to lead our community. How do you stay? You know what I'm saying?
You focus on the insiders, meaning the people you're trying to help, not the doubters and the negativity.
Right.
You focus on that.
Mm-hmm.
Like, for instance, like with me and the girls. At this point, I plug them up to anything educational, college-wise. Whether you get a academic scholarship or athletic scholarship, I'm gonna plug you into everything and everybody I know. As far as I'm gonna sell y'all like y'all an extension of me.
Right.
So anytime I see a Nike rep or anytime I see anything, I'm trying to bring them to my school or come watch these girls because they gonna work hard and whatever you gonna do, like you wanna send them something, you wanna send them something, it's always for them.
Right.
So if you expose them to certain things, they not gonna settle for that other stuff people got going on. Keep them busy. Definitely year round, I try to keep them busy. Because if you ain't with me, you probably increasing the population and we don't need that.
I don't think you can prevent that at
What?
16, 17. It's gonna happen.
You definitely can. I'm the biggest cock blocker they know. I be texting all damn day and night. Shit, I don't care. What you doing? I make a spams page just like that. I follow them on social media. They don't know what my spams page is. I'm watching. I'm like them college coaches. I'm watching everything.
Increasing the population.
Right.
So last night, Killian and Central went at it. Killian was undefeated. They lost preseason game to Gulliver, but it was undefeated. They came in riding high. They got Rose Green, the biggest. I say he's a what's the word? Not influencer. He gets kids ready to play. Like he gets kids ready to play. He get them motivated. And they was fired up last night, almost to the point where maybe been a little too far. But they was fired up, and they came out there. First play, kickoff, Matthew Boston runs it back 98 yards.
Yep.
They tackle him on the goal line. And Killian don't get in.
We got an interception, yeah, we did.
Yeah, a lot of people said running clock in that game. They didn't think Killian could come there and actually punch back with Central. How did you see the game last night?
I saw the game as competitive. It was fiery. Like I said, Gip came from Central. It's like extensions of everybody when you branch off. It's kind of like being with Nick Saban and you branch off,
yeah,
then you play him, and then it's simple. So, with that being said, no matter how much friends we are off the field as coaches, I want to beat you.
Right.
So if I've been in a system where we done coached together, we done sat and watched film together, it's a lot of things that I know that you're going to do. Now we really got a game plan. So I just thought the game was well coached. Besides all the penalties it's just with the tempers and rivalry, but it was a good game.
It was a good game.
I knew Central was gonna come out on top because number one, Killian don't play the type of teams Central play, and that was just it. The competition level is a whole different level, and the mental is a whole different mental. I know they got a young team. Hey, better luck next year. Not this year, though.
Yeah, they got another team with young Robbie Washington.
Rose Green played at Auburn.
Oh yeah.
And when they playing Central, I said, man, Rose Green gonna hype the game up like Auburn playing Bama.
Yeah,
Same as last night.
Right.
Tell them man, that we was Bama must be.
Right. So Killian, very talented team. The kid Matthew Boston was actually like a youth football legend. He was a little short kid, then he stopped playing football and came back like this year, I think, or last year. He came back and they had Robbie Washington, Stanton. Loaded team, and they found some success in the middle of the field at the beginning of the game. Mm-hmm. But then they kept going back to it, and one time they got picked off, and he almost went for 6, and that was the end of that. You know what I'm saying? But no, decent. That was a decent game last night. Good game, good crowd. I didn't think Larry Bluestein said the game was gonna be crowded the night before, and I was like, I don't think.
And the sad part, they cut the ticket sales off. People were still trying to get in. The cops over there said no.
Man,
you know, they wasn't prepared for this type of environment, and it was great to see the down south and the north people, you know, come. But everybody was a little like they was in church, man. You see the crowd, they be like a packed house and they be sitting with their hands.
You know why I think so?
Up?
I think the stands at Tropical Park are too far.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, I think they're too far from the field, and I don't think you feel like
you in the game.
Yeah.
Hey, man.
Right. It's definitely a different feel, but it was crowded though.
Yeah, it was.
Definitely a different feel. You in football. Listen, the first woman coach in Florida high school. Where did this come about? Like, how did you learn football? Like, well, where all this come from?
Well, first of all, I'm a graduate of Tennessee State University. I'm a graduate of Miami Northwestern University. Okay? Because that's what it is.
Right.
Just following all my friends, Nate Webster, all those guys, Marvin Man and Snoop, you know, Magic.
Right.
All those guys, we were like friends.
Friends.
James Bush, all the guys. Like,
right.
When you are an athlete at Northwestern, you friends with all the other athletes, and that's that. So once I went to college, it's the same thing. All my male friends were football players. I went to every game.
Right.
Cooked for them fools. Definitely sat in there and watched film with them. Things of that sort.
But they were your friends.
They were my friends.
Right.
Yes.
They were like a friends.
My best friend husband, he actually coaches at Arkansas. So I have a lot of resources. And then, you know, the coach at Edward Waters, we went to college together.
Right.
And my cousin Ty, he coached wide receivers at Edward Waters. So the background is there.
Right.
And I learned a lot because I was their biggest critics. I watched it. I love it. It's just something about it.
You criticized Nate Webster?
Of course I did. Right.
They say Nate was off his rocker. They didn't play
at all.
No.
Like, you could say anything. Like, those years were it. I love that guy. But just being a part of a circle of guys that love the game made me love the game. I also played for the Miami Fury football team, the semi-pro team here in Miami. I played for them for like 6 years.
That was women or men? It was women, right?
Yes.
I used to hear about these games, but I never saw one. Like, when did you guys used to play, and how long did that last?
It's still probably going on.
So you see what I'm saying? Like, them semi-leagues
it's
like
not,
underground.
It's not as big as it was when I was younger. Because like now people just play to get hoes or something. I don't know what the hell they play for. They don't play like for what we played for. It was like a whole bunch of professional people,
right,
who got their rocks off hitting hard. That's it. That was it for me. I used to leave from work with them kids and I be wanting to spaz out. You go to practice, the first nigga in front of me gonna get that shit smashed. So it was.
And it was football.
It was football.
Pads and helmet.
Yeah.
Not like the lingerie league and nothing crazy like
Nah.
that. What did you think about the lingerie league when it came out?
Fine for them. Get your money.
Yeah?
Yeah. I wasn't watching that shit.
You weren't watching it?
No.
Why?
Cause it was exploiting bodies. It wasn't football.
Why can't be both?
It was both, but mostly it was exploiting females. Like, you want a guy to play in his jock scrap and no pad? I mean, no nothing else.
I don't know. Do women want guys to?
I don't know. Girls don't. I don't even think girls like strippers, male strippers. So that probably
That's
was a
what
hell
they say,
no.
right? My girlfriend always talking about, I don't like no male strippers, but the male strip club always lit. As soon as one come to the party, y'all always throwing
money.
money.
To see some meat. It'd be older women or women who ain't getting meat. That's the only person who like male strippers.
Listen, let's get at it. Listen, that's what I wanted to talk to you about. Let's get at it.
What?
I was going to ask you, why do women's sports have to mimic men's sports. Like, why does the goal have to be 10 foot in basketball, right? Mm-hmm. When I think a more entertaining thing would be if it was 8 foot for women.
If women want equal equality, equal everything, we cannot set aside and make it sweeter or nicer. That's not what life give you. Like, you got to give the females athlete the same opportunities, something to look forward to. Why am I playing basketball? Why am I playing anything if I don't plan on being able to feed my family or raising a family or doing anything after high school, after college? Why do it?
Right.
Why put my body? I could just go ahead and be an Instagram model or influencer. I ain't got to do that hard work. I ain't got to.
I think, okay, so what I think is that I think it could be its own thing. Like, it'd be more entertaining if it was its own thing. Like, we want to see a woman dunk the ball. We see one dunk the ball and then it goes away. Then we see another two come. You know what I'm saying? I'm thinking that women, for some reason, like you just said, exploitation when they show their body, right? It's weird to me because women do show their body all on Instagram. I believe that if women had their own league, it was their own thing, and they did have on short shorts and they played, I believe that it would be more entertaining. But women
more
shy away
entertaining
from
for who? You. I don't want to see sweaty poom poom and shit walking down the court, and I definitely not want to take my doggone kids to see your sweaty poom poom.
Sweaty poom poom.
I don't.
I don't want to show the poom poom. I just believe that they can sometimes have their own thing.
Then that's different.
Instead of trying to mimic the man's sport.
I don't think the girls' basketball mimic the boys' sports at all. Look at T. Cooper. Everybody step out and do their own thing.
Girl, right?
Yeah.
See, and that's the main thing that I'm talking about. She gets it. Like,
no, but a lot of them
she
gets
shows her
it.
sexy side. She shows her.
But you can do that still excelling at what the game is. You can't change the game based on the sex. The game is the game.
But it's all entertainment.
You saying it's entertainment? The game is the game.
At the end of the day, it's all entertainment, and I realize that.
The game is the game.
I even.
So we gonna raise the goal to 12 feet because LeBron ass could jump out the gym?
No, but the NBA game making money. We trying to get the women to make money.
But I'm saying the women are making their money.
We're gonna get them to make more money. That's the argument, right? We want to get them to make more money.
Hey, listen, more money comes with sponsorship. That's a definitely because I don't know what they make their money off or how they make their money. All I know is certain teams, like even when we had the Miami Soul, the reason I think the Miami Soul fold. Number one, they didn't put enough effort into it, and they tried to make it more of a family game and get rid of that LBGT, whatever stuff they had. When that is a lot that was going on into that game.
Yeah.
All you have to do is
explain to the people what you're talking about with the Miami Soul, because everybody might not know.
Yeah, the Miami Soul was a basketball league we had, just like everybody else had. The WNBA, it was a team down here. They got rid of it because it was so colorful. Back then, it's not as accepted as it is now.
Yeah, it was colorful. What do you mean?
Yeah, colorful. Like, the community was out. It was everybody there who gave money to it, did this, who funded it.
You talking about the LBG? You talking about what are we calling it today? You call it colorful. I ain't never heard nobody call it colorful.
I call it colorful. It is what it is. I don't like to label people because a lot of the things that go on, they like to cancel people because everybody's so sensitive now.
Yeah.
I'm not the sensitive person. You can't come to me and call me nothing and I'm gonna be sensitive because I'm gonna stand up for myself as a human being. I don't care nothing about no label. You're not gonna come to me like I'm no sucker. That's number one. So when people say certain things about certain situations, they get in their feelings. They gonna twerk it however they want to twerk it and make it a negative spin on it. But that's what it is. That's the reason why the Miami Fury wasn't as good as other teams. If you look up the WNFL, like the whatever league they in now, DC, New York, they everywhere. Right. They have a better background, and those girls are starting to get paid now. They're doing it.
Right.
And it's regular female football. People are excited about it. I mean, you just have to live in your truth and do whatever you want to do. And it's kind of like opening up a club. If I say I don't want nobody under 29 in there, you could be 28 in 4 quarters and 3 quarters and 1 penny short. You can't come in. So you have to stick to your guns in order for it to work, and people will.
And the teams in Miami keep folding, you saying?
They are.
Yeah, and you saying why though? You saying why?
I told you why, because back in the day with the Miami Soul, they were very colorful with the LBG. I don't know the letter, so y'all don't get me messed up. Okay? No, I don't. I don't know how to put them in order.
They had you said a lot of gays around.
Yeah.
And
they
folded
supported it, and I think it folded mainly because back in it wasn't accepted. You had families coming to those games.
How long ago that was? That's the women's basketball team, right?
Man, that's been over 10 years plus, probably.
Yeah, we wasn't there yet.
We wasn't there. If it was going on now, that'd be a whole different thing. I mean, come on now. But it was already, you already know Miami is, if you go to any city in the world 10 years ago, Miami was already 10 years ahead of everybody.
Right.
Even me going to school in Tennessee, I thought they were so green. Oh, I was rich in college, man. I'm telling you.
I think Cali be ahead of us.
Sometimes
I look over to Cali to see what we finna do in the next 3 years.
But, you know, Cali got their own rules and regulations. Cali like South Beach, you know. South Beach tweak it just for South Beach. They don't care nothing about the rest of Miami.
So you saying Miami kind of accepted it first. It was kind of like a chameleon, like, man, whatever. We are whatever down here.
Mm-hmm. It wasn't really it was here. Bam, in your face.
Right.
But as far as people were scared to step on that next level of it, to use it to bring up people together and make sure it went right, it just didn't.
Yeah.
That's just my opinion.
Right.
You
So
know.
actually, a personal question: you date men or women?
Me?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't date men.
You don't date men
at all.
They like women.
I love women.
Have you always loved women? Like
No, I haven't. I love everybody, but yeah, I mean.
But you always was attracted to women?
No.
No.
Uh-uh.
It happened.
I had maybe one long-term relationship that we should have still been friends, but he a dickhead.
With a man?
Yeah.
You think people? How do you see that? You think people are born that way? Like they're born?
No, I don't know how the hell they were born. I know how I was born. Honestly.
And you wasn't born like that. You're saying you're capable of liking both.
Yeah, you are, but I'm not. I don't. Listen, guys dirty. Sorry. They nasty. Sorry.
God,
see, this is what I think about ladies and men, right?
Talk to me.
You see that plug in the wall right there?
Yeah.
See that plug? If I take that plug out the wall, I can stick it in that plug over there and it'll get the same juice, right?
Yeah.
That's still one pussy right there. That wall, that plug.
Yeah.
That socket. That's what I'm going to say. So that socket's still in this house. You can take your charger and you can take it to somebody else's house and plug it in, right? I don't want no juice from somebody else's house in my motherfucking socket.
If we try hard enough, we get that socket out of there too.
Nah, baby. No, you ain't. You ain't gonna have no electricity for it if you take it out.
So you
She
saying
done. I'm good.
You saying men do too much?
They don't care about how they do it. A lot of them don't, and that don't have. Listen, when y'all say, "Oh, somebody hurt her," that's why she know it ain't.
Right.
Fuck them.
No.
Nobody can. I don't bleed into that like that. It's just a preference. I like soft shit. I like to talk. I like to do shit together.
I like soft shit.
Yeah, I do. Like at the end of the day, I love people. Like I love my guys too, but I just want to be in a relationship with their ass. No.
But you have once, you said.
Yes.
No, I asked because I have an interest in my own outlook on it. I remember Armando Segura, the Miami Herald writer, once said, listen, I don't argue with people. He came out and said that he was gay. He said, I don't argue with people about it. He said, because if you can't believe I was born this way, then we're not going to get to a...
Yeah, I don't get into that born this way or not. I was born light skinned. Look how black I am now.
What you mean?
Shit, everybody come out like, the only thing tell what color you going to be is them ears. Y'all know that.
You think it's a choice?
I don't, like I said, I can't, that's a personal thing for people.
Right.
Like some people change later. Some people be gay their whole life and then
I think it's a complicated
decide.
situation.
Yeah, so it's kind of like one of those things that you could throw in the air and let the pixie dust fly wherever it want to. I don't get into none of that. I don't know how nobody else deal with themselves. I just know me. I've loved people. I've loved both sides. And I love hard. And then it gets to the point where you really know what you want. And then that's that. One thing I don't do public affection. I just think everything that you do in your bed should stay in your room. Okay. So nobody's ever seen me really like intertwine. You might see people with me. They see a lot of bad bitches with me. It don't even matter. They gonna associate me with anybody. And that I don't care. You know who you are. It is what it is. I don't do none of that. So, like, I respect mostly that I'm how can you say it? A person for my kids, and I wouldn't do nothing in front of them that I wouldn't want them to do in front of me. Simple.
Yeah. You're talking about like the girls, your teams.
The girls, the guys, the kids I work around, all of them. Like, I wouldn't want to do nothing in front of them that I wouldn't want them to do in front of me.
Gotcha. So at Central, you're the girls' the football coach.
Yes, I'm the.
What else? That's it. You know,
assistant
y'all be
athletic
holding all type of
director.
labels in school. My homeboy was the basketball coach. He drove a van. He did all types of shit.
No, I'm just a flag football coach. I did cross country. I'm the assistant athletic director. I do adapted PE. Mental health club. You know, when people need to talk to you, I went and got my coach's license. I mean, during the pandemic, boy, all that free stuff was out there. I was getting it. Man, look, I took so many classes when them supplements started pouring in. I was like, ooh, can we get this lockdown again?
Right online, huh?
Right. So it was just a lot of things that if the pandemic ain't teach you nothing, it taught you how to hustle or to better yourself. And if you ain't learned nothing out of that,
or lay down.
you ain't learned nothing out of that.
Food
Right.
drive line,
So I just thought it was a little bit of it was a self check.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what the pandemic was.
How'd your girl team do last year?
We came second in our district to Edison.
Edison's supposed to be the best team, right?
Edison's supposed to be. I'm working on changing that. So you know, they've been around, they travel, they kids get to, you know, play, and they get experience through playing. I keep telling people that you can't coach that shit up. They have to actually be there. They have to be experienced into getting your ass smashed by those good teams and learning how to fight through those good teams. So, you know, we working on that. You know, we traveling in motion now. I got to go ahead and, hey, if anyone want to donate to the Miami Central Flag football team, y'all can do that. Y'all can hit him up and hit me up. I give him something too, whatever.
Yeah, give me that. Hit me up. I got it. When the season start?
The season starts in February.
You got Destiny on your team, right?
Yes.
Who else you got on the team? Even some of your main players. You still got the girl last year that ran back the kickoffs against Jackson?
I got... Which one?
The one, too, I took a picture of. It was a Spanish girl, and it was, I took a picture of her at the end of the game.
Victoria, I got her. Mm-hmm. She's still there. The Spanish one is Deja.
Yeah, she's
playing basketball at Slam.
Right.
So, I don't know if they, you know how these kids do now. They play one sport at one school and come back and play another sport.
Crazy.
Well, baby, I'm still here. Like, it is what it is. Like, you know how the sports done changed so much. Like, I don't care if we had a loser season or whatever. Northwestern was my home school. My whole family went there, so I don't care. I stayed. I would never, like, it's different now.
No, the pride is the pride and all of that is
people don't really understand. I've never seen a school like Northwestern except like when you go to those schools in those cities where schools are 100 miles apart.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
So I've never really. That's what I'm trying to build that with my girls at Central, because you know girls will be there for 4 years. Guys are a little different.
But you know what I think about. I know my parents. Who's Northwestern? I think that's what it is. I think that's long culture that goes so far back. You know what I'm saying?
From grandmama, all your cousins,
right,
your mama, your daddy, your sister, your brothers, all that. The great grands, all that. You know, I was coaching at Jackson, and I had family members balling at the West. Hell no, I love you, cuz, but I ain't coming to that shit. I had cousins come from Albany before they come from fucking 12 blocks over. Right. So it was crazy. I'm like, damn, y'all willing to move from Albany to come down here, and these niggas stay on 45th? Won't come to 36th Street? Yeah, nah, that shit's serious.
So you graduated at Northwestern 95?
Yeah.
I graduated Northern in 95. And you played with basketball and what? Huh?
Magic Man.
Yeah, Magic Man.
You went to school with Tree?
I went to school with Tree. I graduated with Tree.
Tree was 95?
Tree was 95.
And Pinky was...
Oh, no. Come on now. Don't make me start telling you what year Trina graduated now. You know Trina's still 30, so stop that shit. No. They older than me.
No, I thought you was older than me. I used to see in the Pac Jam with tennis skirt and G-string on. I was like, is that high school? What is going going on?
Hey, listen, I would never drop a dime on a Diamond Princess. I would never. It's a girl code.
Listen, because you graduated, I don't know how old she was though.
I know how old she is.
So and so you graduated in '95 Northwest, and you ran track and
I did
basketball.
track, basketball, softball.
What you ran in track?
I threw the shot put and discus in track. I went to state, like, that's why she knew we was, man, listen, we was clicking on all cylinders. I got kicked off the volleyball team. So, yeah. Hey, man, that man made me run for something everybody else did. I ran my ass right out that gym. I went with that, listen, dude. Hey, don't lie on me. I ran right out the gym. I told him thank you.
So your girls are now, you're coaching in the era where the girls are allowed to get they're giving scholarships now to play football. What type of football is it? Explain to people.
Okay, flag football. So it's like a 7-on-7. Everybody's eligible receivers, everything. The hardest part is teaching girls the defensive schemes. Offense is fun, it's fast. You can toss it back as plenty times as you want. Flag pulling is, hip movement, all stuff like that.
Right. But,
the plays it's hard,
It's hard to teach them the defensive schemes? Why is that?
Yeah, because looking at a quarterback's not like, they not reading the safeties. They're not reading how they lining up.
Right.
And once you get to that point where you could actually say, okay, and they looking at it, coach, because for me, I have one play that could be ran 6 different ways. So if you the quarterback and you audible and and you changing stuff up and not just going out there willy-nilly just throwing the shit anywhere,
right?
That should be ate up all day,
right? All day.
But girls, like I say, it's more how can I say it? Repetition. More, they're not into film like that. No matter how you put them in there, they don't figure out what the hell they doing. It takes for you to get to another level where it's made. Like I tell people, in high school, for girls, it's just a task getting girls to play anything.
Yeah.
So once you get them there, you got to have some instant gratification as far as doing shit that they never done.
Right.
Number one, they love you to be tough on them.
How you found that out?
How?
Yeah, how you figured it out?
Because the coach that was there before me. I got there, they had 30 girls, 40 girls trial. Once I came in, I went to practice for like a week. We ended up with like 15 loyal come to work practice every day. Instead of 40 people and 6 people come to practice every day.
Right.
So yeah, they love it.
Yeah, they like you to be tough on them.
They like it because see, a lot of people don't have structure. Structure is everything. I don't care. Like I'm like anal. Everybody got to have on the same shirt, the same color shorts, the same socks. If practice start at 3 and you ain't there at 2:55, I'm anal like that. Because when I walk out there, that means I'm ready. So you should be ready.
Right.
Like I'm very anal, and with that structure, it don't only just last outside of there. So I took a couple of days off. I sent my other coach out there.
That's what sports is.
And I sit there and I watch them. They gonna do exactly what you allowed them to do.
Yeah.
So I'm
saying. Say it again.
They gonna do exactly what you allowed them to do.
And
then I get a phone call. Hey, coach, where you at? Cause they ain't on time. They ain't working hard. They ain't doing this. And the person who calling me sitting on the phone doing practice, knowing I don't play that shit. So what you doing? You feel me? So, like I said, they gonna do exactly what you allowed them to do. So I don't allow them to do nothing but discipline. And I treat them like my mama treat me because I ain't got no kids. So wherever you show out at, that's where I'm going to show out at. If you in that classroom showing out, I'm going to...
Bring it down.
Security, come to the gym for a minute. I need you to watch this group right here. I'm going to walk right on over there. Right on over there. So I haven't even had no problems with them. No, the parents trust me. Like, I don't sugarcoat it. I can't give you nothing. You going to work for everything.
Right.
Like the only thing I could pretty much give them is experience and exposure. But other than that, you have to work. You sell yourself.
Right.
Like Tennessee State giving out scholarships, I'm going to put them in position. Like, I got girls that got full rides, academic scholarships. You can play whatever you want when you get there or you're not. You got money. You got a free education. So it's a lot of girls. And then, like I tell Destiny and all them, y'all have the athletic ability. Y'all have a lot of exposure. You have to keep yourself humble and do what you need to do in that classroom because that's what's going to really boost you to another level, and you ain't gonna need nothing from your mama when you leave that house.
Right. So,
Oh.
so who's giving out scholarships? At
Here?
what level at this time?
At this
'Cause I know
level,
St. Thomas.
Definitely St. Thomas, Flomo.
And what level is that?
It's
That's
like
D.
NAIA and
Right.
Division III. So they're definitely giving out the scholarships,
Mm-hmm.
and then you got more Division III and Division II schools. The list has went from the first. It started with, I think, 9 schools. Now it's up to like 30.
Yeah.
So now every year it goes up and up. Yeah.
Do you see it ever getting across the board?
Yes.
D1 schools?
Yes, I do.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you look at ESPN and stuff like that, they're starting to give highlights of girls playing flag football.
Right.
I mean, on commercials, it's starting to be big. Even during the Super Bowl, you know, they have those like tournaments where the girls, the Dolphins, everybody like that. It's getting there, and I'm gonna be right there in the thick of it. Shit, and I ain't missing out on this one, y'all. Cause when the Super Bowl was here a couple years ago, Nike they built fields, Adidas built fields, teams
Throwing
gave
all
money,
that
they
money
gave
down
throwing
here, right?
all that money. I was right there. Hey y'all.
You got some?
Shit, if I couldn't get the money, my kids tell you they never paid for cleats, they never paid for nothing yet.
Right, because you go get it.
And I told them this year you gonna pay for it. They say why? I say because just the fact that you never did. Even if I have free cleats, I might not give it to them this year. I don't want them to feel like it's always a handout
Right.
for them. So
Does it change the way they approach the game now that they can get a scholarship? You seen the difference in?
yeah, these kids are going to outside camps. They're going to work out outside. You know, before it was only what you did in practice.
Right.
Now you got parents listening to their kids and seeing that, well, goddamn, such and such went to school. This person went to school. This person got. I had a girl that I kicked off the team literally the last 3 games and still got her scholarship.
Right.
She's a good person. Whatever she did at the moment in time, I punished her for it. But that don't mean I'm gonna punish her as far as what you gonna do on the next level. They gonna handle that because you're a good athlete. You got good grades. Whatever you did for me, I don't hold that again. I'm not a grudge holder. Hey,
Right.
sweep that shit up under the rug. If I ain't never talking to you, that's it. It still ain't no grudge. You know, but at the end of the day, you still have to work for these kids because some of these coaches, if you don't put in a little bit of work for them, they're going to be stuck still here because they don't know how to get there.
Right.
You kind of like got to, you know, push them away, help them out.
Right. Right.
But yeah. They working harder now. They outside. Like one of the, like coach told me, he's like, hey, coach, you haven't practiced this weekend? I say, nah. Say, these girls out here asking me for drills to do. I say, coach, our season don't start till February. What are they doing?
So y'all start in February?
Yeah. He talking about they got the cleats on. It's a bunch on there. I told him, baby, I can't really tell you because we cuss a lot. I said, nah, I come out there for a minute.
You a University of Miami fan?
Yes. I'm everything Miami.
Everything Miami?
Everything Miami. And when I was in Nashville, I was everything Florida. You can't tell me shit.
Yeah.
So when I'm in Miami, I'm everything. I'm a Dolphin fan.
What you think going on with the Hurricane football team?
They in a struggle.
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna say the struggle with the culture and the struggle with what we really have. We got a lot of young bulls over there. And I don't mean it by in the term of a school. I'm
Right.
just saying guys.
I get it.
And then you got a lot of people who are just complacent because they're older than those guys and they have more experience at that level. Then you got the coaching staff who's scared. I'm going to say they were scared at the beginning of the season because there's no freaking way I don't play the best 11 guys. I know I done seen it in practice. People done said that they done went there.
Yeah.
You know what you got.
Right.
If I'm going to lose to somebody, I'm going to lose somebody who doing exactly what I tell them doing, then it's my fault.
And my question is this: you're a coach, right? My question is, when do you give up on the guy that you actually seen do it for the guy that's coming next performing in practice? When do you give up on him? Like, what's the leash?
I
get what I'm
think
saying?
every day is a audition.
Uh-huh.
You auditioning to play for this week every day in practice, and I tell kids that all the time.
Right.
I don't give a damn how
It
long
sets
you
a
been
bar.
at.
It sets
It
a-
makes it puts a fire under their ass.
Right.
But you know, I guess they scared of that transfer portal. I remember back in the day when the bitch transferred, they had to sit a year out. I can't sit a year out. I'm finna stick this one in. Now it's the transfer portal. Now you kind of like gingerly on that shit. And it's starting from Little League. Nigga done play for every park in Dade County. Now I can't play. I'm in Pompano now. Like, come on, man. Teach them kids accountability, stick into it, be ready to compete. And that's that. You raising a man. You're not raising nobody that run from pressure.
I think they've been a little lenient with him down there.
It's too much.
Yeah, I think they have.
If you scared of a kid going into a portal, he's not gonna be loyal on that field any damn way.
Right.
Come on, man. The hell with all that. That's just real.
You agree with the transfer portal? You think that's something right?
I think it's a crutch. I think it's a crutch. It should be some type of stipulation with you transferring because number one, it's an investment.
Mm-hmm.
We done invested this. Now all these kids who'd have been busting their ass for 4 years to get a D1 scholarship, they missing out. They missing out because you don't want to compete with these. I go to Alabama.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody Alabama got is good. They water boy good. You feel me? So now you don't even want to compete with the water boy. I'm going to portal, but because I came from Alabama, I'm top tier. That's scholarships that you just took from these kids that's been working in high school.
Right.
And yeah, I hate it.
Oh no, it's finna get worse too. Yeah,
I hate
They're
it.
gonna start dipping into the transfer portal. We've
I
been
hate
screaming
it.
it for the longest. It's
I
free
hate
agency.
it.
It's college. It's free agency for college football.
I hate it. And then now that it's with the kids are getting paid for their likes or likability or whatever that shit called. Now I could go from this school to that school. I could be number 35 on the list over here to go to this school right here with a name, and I could still be number one, and then I could still take that away from somebody. It's making it too easy to be selfish and taking stuff away from people who
And
actually
you feel
work
like still
for it.
kids.
I do.
Right.
I mean, I don't care about the money. Shit, y'all give me the money y'all owe me from when I was in school. They love me. Can I get a payback?
When you was Bernice, Instagram went out yet, huh?
Who?
When you was South Beach Toe and all of that, was it?
Oh,
Was it?
it was out. I just was. I'm still not into the internet as much as I
I was
need
about
to
to
be.
say you would have been.
See, I could have. Everybody,
you could have killed it. That's-
YouTubes and all that shit.
You not into it?
and, my attention span real low.
You made for it, dog.
I know, but my
I see
attention.
you walking here, and I hear you, dog. Listen, you made for it. Now, if you want to sit down, I could explain it to you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Off
yeah,
camera.
yeah, most
No,
definitely.
you made for it. The same thing that they saw on you. I can see it.
Like,
I can see what they
this
saw
is
in
my
you.
thing. If somebody got the equipment and camera and we got a plan, I'm all for plans. I put my input in.
Right.
I sit down and I get it done. I got my hands in so much stuff at my school that I'm trying to turn Maurice Troop, that's my guy. That's my best friend, the AD. So
You went
we
to school
just
with Troop too, huh?
Yes, we're just trying to turn so much things around to everybody be saying they school is a program. It's not really a program until every sport is clicking. That's a program for
Right.
me, especially as an administrator in athletics. Once you get basketball clicking, football clicking, soccer, baseball, all that
Then it's a
girls,
program.
boys.
You seen that before?
Shit, I see it at IMG.
I see a lot of shit at IMG.
And listen, Northwestern used to be like that too.
Yeah.
But I see it, but the problem is with it is that the kids are not in for the downside to build to the upside. And you know how they say the X's and O's and Jimmy's and Joe's.
Yeah.
That shit true though.
Yeah.
I ain't no lie. I ain't gonna never say that ain't true.
Right.
You gotta bring in the
Yeah.
coaches and the people that the kids want to be around to play for.
Yeah.
And that's just simple as that. And when you thinking about it, it's kind of like a lot of stuff changing.
It is.
It's getting younger, and these younger park dudes are so stuck into these goddamn group chats and talking trash till they scared to kind of like move up to the next level. It's time. It's time. We got a lot of older coaches. It's time for those guys in those parks to literally, you know, kick those little book bags off their back and step up. And now it's time to bring those kids that you've been working with all these years. They're starting to go to middle school. You need to get your foot wet right now while they're in middle school. Still coach at the park, but get yourself in that high school and be able to mentor these kids to come up and build great programs. Right. And that's with everything, like with Little League. Like, I don't even see like AAU. Coaches be so into AAU. Come to these high schools. You get scholarships in AAU, but are you checking their grades? Are they passing these tests? Are they? No,
Nah,
they just good. They playing
They just
basketball.
traveling. You
Yeah,
get shoes.
half the kids just want to travel, and I get it.
Have you been to IMG before?
Man, listen, I ain't been to that university. I seen it.
You ain't been up there yet?
Nah, man. Listen, I'm not following no. I think them prep schools like that should play they prep schools.
It's something different.
It's definitely different.
It's something different. It's not. I had a conversation with Bethune years ago. After that, the IMG had done beat them maybe 3 times, 4 times. And
Yeah.
Central almost beat IMG one night with James Cook. I was there. And I told him we got to stop. I said we got to stop playing them because you see St. Thomas don't go up there. It's about brand, I think.
Yeah.
Okay, we tried 3 or 4 times. Let's stop. And then Bethune was just more so like, man, it's the experience. The kids get to get out of town. Some
I
of
don't
these kids
care
never
about
left
the
Dade
experience.
County.
I don't care. I wouldn't never play them with nothing.
Talk to me. I was
That
gonna
shit
get
is
there. You got there already.
unfair. It's not fair.
It's not fair.
Okay, if I could go around the country and handpick all the kids that I want to play for me,
It's the world.
the world.
They
Yeah.
recruit the world.
Well, I'm just being
That's
a
what people don't
little.
understand. They,
Okay,
the world.
if I could go I just saw the girls' basketball team at Norland in a tournament.
Mm-hmm.
All them young ladies look like goddamn Steph Curry. Everybody, I'm looking at all of them like this walk in.
No,
They demeanor,
yeah.
they probably don't speak English. I don't care. I'm leaving. I don't even want to see this game. It's
Norland
not gonna
plays
be.
them?
Yeah.
They girls basketball team.
Yeah.
I never thought about their girls. I know their boys really good. So their girls basketball team crazy too.
No, you saying, so you saying you ever think IMG they girl they recruit
I never thought about. I never
Yeah.
saw any video of their girls
Man, no,
basketball
what
team.
she just said they program like
Yeah.
they
All the whole school.
I
So
know.
when you talk about it could be done.
Yeah.
Like I said, you got to raise the standards, make a reason for them kids to want to come to your school. And it might be just a few,
Right.
but it could be done.
See, the edge that IMG has, because you got to see it, KK. Like, if you actually saw their locker room or saw their weight room with a Gatorade testing facility inside of it, it's definitely not, it's not,
It's state of the art. I get you.
but they pay to come play them, right? Mm-hmm. And that's a trick that's been played on us in history too many times.
I ain't doing it.
And too many times it's been played on us.
Only way we gonna play IMG, we need a turf field back there. We need a new we need a new
Everything,
weight
right?
room. We need some stadium lights back there, so when we playing those people in our district, we ain't never got to go to trash. Let me see what else we need.
Right. Right.
Huh?
It's-
Tell me what we need a bus. We need 2 buses, so we ain't gotta rent one. We need 2 charter buses that say Miami Central on the side. We need stuff that's gonna stick. Not that stuff that we get and we have to pay a bill. Nah, not enough to go out there and possibly not even. You gonna get players, might get hurt,
Yeah.
and then you gonna hurt their doggone feelings. We playing all these, man.
They recruit.
Nigga be 25 still playing at IMG, man. I ain't.
What bothered me was I asked Romello Brinson one time, and I asked Cam Kitchens before they went to school, did they know why they lose to IMG? I said, do y'all know why you lose to IMG? And he said no. They was like, no, man, we go in there like any other game and we think we finna beat them. And that's fine. Mentally, that's fine.
Yeah.
But I'm like, at the end of the day, y'all coaches don't tell y'all that y'all up against
The world.
the world,
world's crazy.
the world, the program, the right
Yeah.
food, all of that stuff, and it's not the same thing.
They definitely have everything down packed from everything that a sports program is supposed to be,
Right.
from the top to the bottom. They're the professional high schools. That's
Right.
what I call them. They professional.
Yeah.
We're
They-
semi-pro.
But do
So
you think our public schools have enough money? Do they pay the coaches enough to be able to? I think that's part of the problem here.
we're not gonna ever talk about money. We're not gonna. The
So you do it for
things-
what? For the kids, for the passion.
You gotta say you do it for the passion and the kids. Cause that $2 a paycheck or whatever the $1,500, $3,000, I feel so. Listen, I say, man, coaching football, you work 365 days a year,
You do.
maybe 10 hours a day. You don't even get the weekends off.
Yeah.
Then you got the problems because your kids ain't eating, and you got to make sure they're gonna call you with every problem they got. The parents gonna call you every time they get in trouble. You literally on
Parents
alert.
call you.
Yeah, they do.
What is that? And to say what? Don't let her. What?
Well,
Don't let her play the first quarter.
Well, number one, the discipline part comes from taking away stuff that kids really want.
Right.
So they use something like football or basketball or whatever. When you giving them the Xbox, the Jordans, the Balenciagas, the Gucci, all that stuff at the crib, take that shit.
Take that, right? You want to take my shit?
You want to take it from me?
Right. You
Like, I'm trying to teach him discipline. Like, what he do at home, he definitely don't do here with me or she. That's not going on. It's not happening. So we need to find a better way for you to learn discipline as parents.
Right.
And that's why a lot of kids are messed up. They know how to be disciplined. They gonna do what I say all the time. They gonna do exactly what you allow them to do. Right? So now you home and you the parent. I'm at school and you think I'm the parent. I'm not the parent.
Right.
I can't beat that ass like I want to. You can. You can take things away. You can discipline. And you ain't even gotta touch a kid. All you gotta do is be transparent and real with the kid and stick by what you say.
And be
If I say
be
you ain't
consistent at it,
playing,
right.
I don't care if you LeBron. Your ass ain't playing. You ain't getting in. Ask Victoria. Victoria missed the practice before day. She came there with a good excuse. I'm sorry, Victoria, but you my example today. We were going out of town.
Uh-huh.
I gave somebody else a jersey. I said, hey, you got Victoria's spot today. Victoria was like, but coach, I had to. If you telling me you had to do something for your mama, tell your mama she the reason why you ain't playing today.
Straight up.
That's it. Straight up and forth. And guess what? I love you when I
That
get
was
back,
the
but
best-
you're not
the best player on your
going.
team?
She was my quarterback. I had to put somebody else out there. I don't care about when you trying to build character and build good citizens. No matter how good they are, you have to draw the line when you definitely between sports and they character, because you gonna have a person with terrible character, a terrible person out there. They gonna get there and they gonna piss on your name somewhere at somebody's school.
Right.
You understand? Because you got to build it. It has to be instilled. When you have those kids who coach well in high school, those college coaches love you. They come back, hey, man, coach, that guy you sent me or that girl you sent me was everything you said they were. Then you get one of those kids that go up there and steal everything from the coach, hit the coaches, hit kids, do all that. Now, you didn't tell me that.
Right.
I'm going to keep it 200.
In 2014, you played against a nationally ranked Booker T team.
Mm-hmm.
I think they were number 7 in the nation. Was Trayon on that team? Was that the Trayon team or?
Shit, listen. Well, I don't remember 2 weeks ago you trying to tell me, but I remember the game. I don't know if y'all
you went to the
played.
game.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was Trayon.
That they was nationally ranked and y'all upset them.
Yeah.
Did you think y'all had a chance to beat them?
In the rain, yeah.
Talk to me.
Oh, it was raining. We had like
And they were number the track team. You know what I'm saying?
right, like it be certain situations that you come. We were game plan. Coaches did a wonderful job that we, you got to just kind of like amp the kids up.
You were the head coach.
Yes.
And Luke Campbell was like the offensive coordinator, defensive coordinator,
Yes.
or something like that.
All that shit.
all of it, huh?
Yeah.
But you saw the rain as an advantage.
Yeah.
At what point did you feel in that game like, man, we might win this?
I think that game we had to move Coach Whitehead to the DC.
Uh-huh.
And during that game, young and innovative, emotional coach, he had them kids they would have probably ran into a pole for him that night.
Right.
And it was like they felt it. The kids felt it. It was certain things that happened in our favor. It was raining. Everybody kept the ball on the ground. We had the better running back. We had an experienced line that year. It was just awesome. Like we had a very experienced line.
What was his name? I think he played for overtime.
We had
and then I had Luke
Robinson.
Yeah, I can't. Yeah.
He a rapper now. I'm living there.
He a
like-
rapper. But no,
we had him,
that
and
was
then
a-
we had my little cousin from Georgia, and he was running too. So we had 2 running backs.
And y'all had Lil Terrell too, right?
Yeah,
Who
we
ended
had
up-
Terrell. It was awesome that year because, Terrell ran well. Robinson ran well. My cousin ran. Everybody ran well that night, and it was just like the defense was clicking.
No, Booker T was Booker. They're not there anymore.
I'm
but-
thinking they underestimated us. That's what I was thinking, and we came out and smashed that shit. That's all. I'm just get to the point on that one. They underestimated us that year. And during that year, like I told you when I talked to you before, I was like, man, it was terrible being a female coach here.
Right.
You know,
Right.
nobody really respected nothing. The referees talked to you crazy, and I wanted to call them all type of old.
Really? You think they?
It was the fact that people been in the game for a long time. Where the fuck you came from?
Right.
I got here. Favor ain't fair. That's number one. Number two, I have to prove myself, and I understood that. The chances that I was given, even when we were doing well, shit just, you know, and I wouldn't take that experience back from nothing.
Yeah.
But I love where I'm at right now.
How did you get there? How did you get that job?
I think Earl was the coach at Jackson, and I was
Earl
working
Little.
at Jackson. Yeah.
Yeah.
Earl Little was the coach at Jackson. I think he took another job. I think his son was.
And you applied for it.
Yeah.
And it was like.
I didn't even think that it was gonna be a chance.
I was just about to say that.
You know, the kids was like, Coach, you can either coach. Because every coach that come through there, you know, whether it be in Bernice or whether it be in TSU when they slide through, I know those guys, you know, know coaches. You know, they'll come and holler at you and take pictures. So the kids like, okay, she know college coaches. She know this, she know that.
Right.
And then, you know, I talk to the kids. And then when you talk to the kids, they're like, man. First, I thought it was going to be a receptive thing when I actually got it. But the kids were in. It was mostly like, you got to deal with alumni. You have to deal with parents thinking, okay, my kid finna play for a woman. And me, y'all know how that park shit go. A lot of people fuck so they son can get on the field. You weren't fucking me. It wasn't going down.
No,
You know, it was just like.
You ain't had it in your pocket. You couldn't use that?
It's not that I won't. Number one, listen, we operate different.
Oh,
you know,
my God.
Ain't sliding down that one. But no, it was just plain and cut. You work them out, they don't want to be there, they don't want to be there. There's certain things that I thought about and did that were totally different from what goes on. Mm-hmm. And I remember it was two ladies, older ladies from Jackson, they took me out to eat. They was like, we want you to do it the right way. I'm like, well, what is the right way? Because, shit, this is my first year coaching, boys. Like, we don't want nobody. I say, everybody gonna need help. I don't know everything. Oh, don't let this. They was telling me everything. Like, I don't know what the wrong way was at the time when they was telling me. The lady passed away. I forgot. She was like the first female athletic director. And then there was another one. I forgot her name. But it was two ladies that worked at Jackson or graduated from Jackson. But, you know, they sat me down like, mentoring me and telling me what the right way and wrong way was. But what I know about football is you get a group of guys who got the same goal as coaches, and we could sit down and work through whatever.
Right.
And that's what I thought. They actually assembled my coaching staff for me. We were so late in the game. It was already like a month before spring, maybe. It was February, right?
Right.
Around that time. Mm-hmm. So I'm sitting there like, oh, boy. Okay. Yeah. All right. I sat and I prayed about it. I said, let me pray about it.
Hey, you had ever coached anything?
I coached basketball.
Girls, or was it men? Yeah.
It was girls basketball. I coached boys basketball before.
How did the kids? Did they play for you? Did they?
Yeah, they played.
Mm-hmm.
They were. How can I say it? I'm a different type of person. I expect certain things. So respect is one of them. And with the guys, like male coaches deal with men on a whole different level. Mm-hmm. These guys felt like they had the best of both worlds. If they were hurt, I want to say, get your bitch ass out there. Bitch, you ain't hurt. Go get to the root of it. I called his mom. I said, how you sleep at night?
Right.
Oh, after a game, he don't sleep for weeks. Okay.
Yeah?
Yeah. I'm like, what you mean? She was like, for the first 2 or 3 days after the game, he leaned over. I said, have you ever took him to a chiropractor? Did you ever check his spine? Did you know me? Because, my degree would not let me look at somebody's body and say, this man literally don't walk for 2 days after a game. You're in high school, fool. What's wrong with you? Took him to a chiropractor. And was like, boy, his spine look like this and that. I say, how can you treat this? He's like, well, as far as scoliosis, he definitely got a little, good case of it, but to get the surgery at this point, but we could straighten it out.
Right.
After I saw his mom, after that.
Oh, but mom just was caught up working.
Yeah, but see,
not
a
paying
lot of
attention.
things don't pay attention to
Yeah.
certain things that I would say a female would. It's a lot of things that we don't pay attention to, and y'all may call it soft, but I just call it like self-preservation and making sure the kids have a longer career at whatever they're doing. Like that could have canceled his career,
Yeah.
you know, but because you paying attention to certain things, and then
Yeah.
he was better. He thanked me and whatever. He could sleep at night. So.
Yeah, because as men, nobody told us when we were kids, nobody told us it was all right to cry. It was all right to express your feelings. They said the opposite.
We cried a lot. We lost 2 kids that season.
Yeah.
In season. So we
Terrell
lost
was on
Terrell.
there, right?
Yeah, we lost Terrell, and we lost another kid during that season. So it was kind of like the kids were kind of like they would cry under their helmets, but when they take the helmets off, they wouldn't because they didn't want people to see it. And I just felt that like it was crazy.
Yeah.
Like, it's so much pain under those football helmets for a lot of these kids, and they use it for that reason alone. They use football because they don't want to go home. They use football because they know they're going to eat. They use football because of this. And that's what made me understand the significance of those young men playing football. You can't just kick them off the team.
Right.
Kick them off the team to go to the streets and get killed. Kick them off the team to not be able to eat. There's been times I had the kids stay, and I had to drop them past a certain area to a bus stop because they say people be waiting on them at this bus stop. They have to fight every day. They have to do this.
Yeah.
But they probably wouldn't go to somebody with it. They'll go to me because they'll think, okay,
Right.
Coach Ashley, she'll probably take me, shit
Yeah,
like
that's
that.
great. Terrell reached out to me and said he had just got out of the hospital from boys jumping him at a basketball.
Yeah.
And I'm telling you something weird happened last night though. I was gonna go doing research for this interview, and I was gonna go bring him up in a situation. And I didn't even get to do it. I typed ARP in my Facebook because I was looking for something else, and that video I made of him came up. I was like, what was that about? Like, I don't know if it's because my phone was close to your phone at the game, and the phone recognized that they have this in mutual. But I was trying to figure out like why did that came up, so I didn't even go look for it. It kind of just popped up. You know what I'm saying? But he reached out to me right before he got killed. You said you lost 2 kids a year? Listen, man, I'm here to tell y'all this. Whoever watching this interview, that is something we deal with, and we act like that shit is normal. It's normal for us because how we've
The
been
other
raised.
kid, Ham, it was just like he didn't have his grades right. And I paid his insurance. I said, when your grades get right, you're going to play. He played 1 game. 1 game.
Mm-hmm.
1 game, Coach. 1 game.
And got what, shot?
On his porch. 1 game.
Could we stop it? Like, could we get in the community and stop? How could we stop it?
This is what I say. The OGs are extinct in that streets. And I'm not saying it for a fact like they gone.
Yeah.
They feel like these kids are overruling and don't care. It's the exposure. I keep telling you, exposure is a gift and a curse.
Right.
We are desensitized. We watch so much stuff on the internet. People get killed every day. Everybody want to be a rapper. And a lot of them don't care if they live or die. At least they say that until they dead.
Until they take an ass.
You understand?
I tell people that all the time. You ever saw somebody die?
So
They don't. Yeah. They say that until they're taken.
yeah. So when and that fact that Terrell called me as well that he died on a Sunday.
Right.
He called me the baby. He said his girl having a baby. He really want me to come this, that, and third. Coach, I'm coming back. He had to went to that little other school to get his grades right. And me and Terrell had a good, close relationship. Me and Ham mama, I still talk to her. We had a good relationship. And like I tell you, I used to raise money every year. I used to raise enough money to take 20 kids on a college tour where they really didn't have to pay nothing. Now, you know what I'm going to pay? I give me $100. That's for gas. We pay for the camps. I had friends who stayed in Georgia who had the big-ass basements with everything. We had places to stay. Some days I had money for hotels, but I raised enough money that whole year, every year, just to get those kids on those college tours and to get them out of here. And a lot of them never been across County Line Road.
Never. Right.
You know, for me, to see their face and to see different things and see how they react, that was more than anything for me, like just to be able to do that. And that was the highlight of every year for me, getting them seen and showing them other things, and
Right.
coaches coming in, calling and doing all that. I'm like, y'all got to do the work at the end of the day.
It's definitely a deficit. I had a friend of mine who once told me I never had to worry about paying my bills. My only worry ever been, will I make enough money, or will I do enough to impress my dad? And I was like, bro, that's not even a worry for her. Like, that's not pain for us. Like, but he knew it. But do you, like, back to my question, do you think that somehow there's some way we could get in the community and stop them boys from killing each other? You think it's possible? You're right in Miami Central. You hear the talk, you see it. Do you think it's possible? Because I tell people this: it's not organized drugs, it's not organized gangs, it's not like it's Crips and Bloods or some organized, like they kill their homeboy and they go to the auntie house. Like, it's not like the resources there that they. So I'm like, could it be stopped?
That's a hard question, man. There's a lot of enablers out there. They know what these kids doing. And because we agree, it's about money and greed and all that at the point. Well, if we can stop it, but at home, if you're still accepting it, we can say whatever we want. If they have somewhere to run to that's gonna always help them out to hide it, to do whatever, or to help them whatever, we still gonna be stuck between a rock and a hard place.
Right.
You know, if you come home and your parents are scared of this kid, you know you got a killer here. They scared. When I walked in the house, my mama locked me between the refrigerator and the stove, even if I suck my teeth.
Right.
But these kids now,
The parents, I'm scared of some of them.
yeah, these kids got guns in their parents' house. These kids are the breadwinners in some houses. Kids.
Are they still kids? Like, if you
They there.
could you break them?
Some of the, like I said, some of the kids don't care until it's they turn.
Yeah.
Or it hit home, somebody they thought was invisible.
Right.
And I always tell people, kids are more scared of their peers than they are authority. It's
Right.
not about the fear of their peers. They know their peers don't care.
Don't care. Right.
So if both of us don't care, who don't care the most?
Right.
You know,
listen, it's a vicious cycle. I worked
Yeah.
at TGK at the jail.
And I just see kids
yeah.
like get killed that I've known, kids that killed people that I've known. Like, it's a lot of things that done happen, and I know the kids, and when they get caught, I be like, damn, dog, I seen this shit. Like, you talk to people, you could change one person. You can't change everybody. If I change one person this year, I'm all right with that, because it's just
You know, the
certain
weirdest thing is
things.
this. I worked at the jail, TGK. When they come to jail, the younger ones think it's okay because they got time. They don't know no better. But for the most part, if they're there for 2 years, 3 years, they all regret it. It's like almost as if, I don't know why I was doing that.
Yeah, what they're starting to do is they starting to charge them as adults right away with some of their crimes. And once they do that 1 year getting poked in that motherfucker, they'll straighten up. Cause
But it's because there's no rules.
It's
I had a
not.
kid. I talked to him for about an hour at work one night. And he finally broke down. Because he kept telling me he ain't understand. I was like, motherfucker, you thinking from Correctionville? Like, where I grew up at? He said, if I try to stop and put my gun down, he said they're not gonna put their gun down. So they ain't like nobody to go talk to them and tell them, hey man, some troops. He say, so it's just a vicious cycle, KK. It's that's all it is. You kill my dog.
But
They
you
kill my
got
dog.
guys out here. You keep saying it ain't no organized gangs. It ain't. It is. It is.
Talk to me.
It is. And you got big dogs out there who got these young niggas doing the dirty work because they don't want to go in. It is.
So it's organized.
It is.
Yeah.
It's just not.
It's not as
Not on the
prevalent.
level
Or it's
of-
not as we ain't wearing
right.
no colors.
Right.
We dressed up as the normal people
It's
you
on a
see
smaller
every year.
scale. It's
not on
not
that
Crips and
either.
Bloods. It's not the
Yeah.
culture, gang culture. But
It's the thing is, it's not two.
Right.
It's more than it's little pockets of a lot of people in little pockets. Little pockets. You got this group, that group, this area, that area, this area, that area. We don't like you. This
Right. See, like you're saying, it's little pockets of it.
But
When
those
I say
little
organized,
pockets, those little pockets are taking out kids at birthday parties.
right. But what I'm
These
saying
niggas
is,
shoot with their eyes closed.
It's not
what
it's
I'm
not
gonna-
territory. Like it ain't okay. Well, we got Southside.
Yeah.
They got
right. That's what I'm saying. It's not resources to the point where it's like an operation. It's like somebody, you kill somebody, we fly you out of here. No,
Nah.
it's the smaller pockets. I can get that. There's 36
But
boys,
they're here.
5th Street boys. It is things. It's always been things like that. The Ewing boys.
Now
when
I'm
I was
stuck
high
in a
school,
hard place because I know all y'all. Now since I know all y'all, I should be able to talk to everybody in this whole group and be like, hey, excuse me, tell your boys to stand down. Tell your boys to chill. There's nobody in none of those groups. Like right now, I could say right now from where it was last year around this time, oh, it was high. They was spending a block.
Yeah, I remember.
Like right now, I feel like because we out of the pandemic and people are doing things, like it done slowed down a hell of a lot. Like every day you saw kids just boom, dead. Kids here, shooting, kids there, dead. These people not trying to really find out who did it. They know who did it already.
So you know both sides.
Mm-hmm.
The reasoning is just that it's like payback. It's just a vicious cycle of payback. He killed my. I used to call it. He killed my dog. They shot my dog.
That's what it is, though. But like I keep telling y'all, they know who did it.
Yeah.
Everybody know who's doing it.
But we got so much.
And
stuff
that's
in the
when
hood.
the cycle will stop. When
we
you
got so
know who did it and you say who did it and you get these motherfuckers off the
So we
street.
have so much ignorant stuff we stand on in our community that keeps us down. No snitching. All of those things that keep things moving the way it's moving. All of that stuff we stand on. Ain't no snitch. All this stuff. That's what keeps it operating the way it operates.
And they be the first one with the filet mignon when First 48 sent them in that room. Nigga, you can get them a Red Bull, they tellin'. Come on, man. Stop all that, man.
No, it's a lot of snitching going on now.
Yeah,
I think it's cool to snitch now.
Man, it's
But
not.
All they gotta do is just look at their Instagram.
They snitching on themselves. You look at a lot of social media, and like I tell them, I'm bad at it. I post something like every now and again. I had pictures from last year, and I could put it on there today, and they think it's today. So it be just certain things that I just think you sell what you want on social media.
Yeah.
If I want to sell that I got a whole bunch of money, I don't. Y'all don't forget to donate to Miami Central Flag Football. I don't, but I don't. That's not the life certain people post. Is not the life they live.
Mm-hmm.
Like all these guys who had 25 guns and all that. They ain't never shot that shit. They just buy it. That's why people be getting innocent bystanders because when your boy tests you and say we finna spin a block on somebody, boy, you done just close your whole eyes and shot at anybody out there because you don't even go to the range. If y'all want to do something, save your bullets.
If it wasn't for AKs,
Save all that stuff,
it'd be
man.
A lot of people still be alive if it wasn't for AKs and automatic guns.
These eyes are closed.
So when we was growing up, the killers they go get their target. You know
Right.
Now these killers, they not killers. They just shooting.
They shoot us.
Like I say, they don't know how to shoot. They just
Right.
shoot. Somebody gonna get hit that ain't supposed to get hit.
Right. So
I don't know, man. I just.
the cycle gonna stop
I always ask
when
that
somebody say, "Hey, this is what it is," and you're gonna have to say something, and then it's gonna
It's going
take.
to be a lot of people, right?
Yeah, it's gonna take more than. It's a lot of. We got a lot of politicians out here. We got a lot of everything that speak a good game, and we can't keep throwing all these fucking peace in the hood concerts to make money, and then think that's what it is. First of all, you got poverty neighborhoods paying $50 to go to the fucking park in the summer. Kids ain't got nothing to do.
Right.
You gotta give back to the community by giving these parents a chance to know that their kids are safe while they at work and doing something and being watched. Now, if I can't do that, my kids are home raising themselves all summer while I'm at work. He ain't even no fucking summer school. If my kid's smart, where he gonna go?
Get in trouble. Go find something to get into.
Or increase the population.
Increase the population.
Well, we gotta together, and I be saying this with all the guys that even come out to Miami Central that came out, all the guys that got money who play in the NFL. I don't beg, I don't ask for nothing. All I ask for is just like people feel like with their kids, give these kids a better shot than I had when I was there. All I want, better weight room, better fields, better this, better that. Nike take care of them with everything else, and I just think the better opportunity to be better as how many Rolling got? 5 championships?
Mm-hmm.
We should have facilities to match.
Yeah.
And I just think if we, as a community, if we feel that we're giving back, you can give back lunch, you can give back food, you can give back whatever. But if I had enough right now,
But we got here, Maurice Troop. I grew up playing basketball with Maurice Troop. And last week he came with me. He said, "D, I'm the AD, man." And I just looked at him, and I was like, "Boy, you came a long way, boy, from being 12 and under." And he knew what I was talking about. And it just was a moment for me, like, man, this man's an AD of a school, because I know where we started.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I know how bad it was in the beginning. And for him to be there to be the AD, you said it's your homeboy. I saw y'all chilling last night.
Yeah.
Man, shout out to him.
Shout out to Maurice.
Yeah, right. Shout out to him, because that's a big change from y'all last AD to Maurice.
Yeah.
Two different guys.
Yeah. Definitely.
Two different guys. You know what I'm saying? But shout out to him, man. I'm proud of him. Listen, how can people donate? You got your link together or something?
Hey, man, listen. Just write a check to Miami Central and be specific. If you wanted to go to the flag football team, put flag football. All right. I don't want anything personally. I do everything for the kids, everything, and they know. Like even with my summer league kids, that's 10 or 16. We're gonna be starting up again. It's absolutely free until we start traveling. We try to get people to donate. If they don't, parents,
Is it summer
guess what?
league, flag summer league?
Yeah, well for girls.
And your
But
baby wear-
my ultimate goal, and I'm gonna tell you right now, is to have a league just like they got with the youth football league for the girls flag. Ultimate.
You can.
Oh no, I already know. Don't worry.
We were close to
Yeah.
without making play 7-on-7. We would talk about girls in every meeting.
Yeah.
Like we was this close to
So once
doing the girls
that's
circuit.
on the pole, we almost there.
You think it's enough girls? You
Yes.
think that wants to play?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. That's why you got girls playing on the boys' teams. But see, once you take them out of that pads and stuff, some of those girls are so explosive out there. And because it's fresh and it's new, and it's less skilled than it would be basketball, girls love it.
Yeah.
You know, all you got to do is be able to run. And if you can't run, you snap the ball. Can't snap the ball, you catch the ball. Can't throw the ball. It's only 4 things you can do on the flag football team.
Yeah.
And all 4 of them just deal with running.
We're gonna talk after here. We're gonna talk. I'm gonna help you out. So listen, they just write it to Miami Central.
Yep, Miami Central flag football team to be exact. He keep leaving that off, right? Yeah, just whatever. We have I don't even know about how. That's why I want to give it out.
You on social media?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
But the money has to go through the school. It can't come through.
I mean, I would rather it go
To the
to the
school?
program, to the school, because, like I say, I like paper trails as far as what goes on and who does it, because I like to personally thank people with certain things. And just like, you know, we're the new athletic administration, everybody who do something for Miami Central, I want to always be able to extend my gratitude and be able to let the school know, because a lot of things that go on. 5 rings? You know how much that goes?
Yeah.
Okay, the gratitude need to be extended, like, as far as everything that we do. If somebody do something so minute, like the people who feed us, I want them to know that they mean the same thing as the people who gonna build our stadium, speak it into existence.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? So you have to give the gratitude back. So I always wanted to come to the school, so I know the school, myself, these teams, we're gonna show that gratitude and give it right back, some way, somehow.
All right. So this is what we'll do. We'll put the address and the instructions in the description.
Okay.
Down there. Maybe we even throw it up on the screen. And you say just be specific where you want the money to go.
Yes.
It'll get to you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
You can also hit me up at South Beach Toe Bernice on Instagram.
I can follow you.
KK_Rose with 2 Y's at the end on Instagram. I got a personal page and a fan page, and That's it. I mean, I be on Twitter, but not that much. I don't like to talk like that.
You don't?
No.
I can't tell. I mean, y'all make sure
I'm
y'all
more
like,
personal. That's different. You got to type. I ain't no internet gangster now.
make sure y'all like, share. Look at me, man. I'm losing it up here. Make sure y'all like, share, comment, man. With KK, we out of here.
Peace.
That was awesome, dog. Best red velvet cheesecake I ever taste. SinjiSweets.com. Go find out for yourself, bro.